What is going, Navy? We back at it again with some more Beyond Dragon Ball Super. Mernos, I lied. Fuck it. Lord Raijin returns. You feel me? The return of Lord Raijin. Yeah, they made the wish. He got the power. Oof. Oof. I don't know. GG. GG, man. Hey, y'all go ahead and just bend the knee for Lord Raijin, man. Go ahead and do that, bro, because y'all not about to beat this man, bro. Sorry. Y'all not about to fold this nigga now, bro. Y'all cooked. In fact, and then when Goku was struggling, then it's like, even the Dark Masters, it's like, at least for Goku and them, everybody else, the Angels, you know what I'm saying, they got that, but everybody else, they stopped Goku mid-flight. They're cooked. But anyway, leave it up, like, man, comment down below and subscribe. Roll to 3K. Subscribe. Fight on Patreon, Twitch, and the game channel. Link in the description down below. I might stream some shit today. I was streaming yesterday, but I might stream something today. I don't know what yet, though. I don't know what. Decisions. Too many games. But anywho, and of course, subscribe to Alice Scarboy to 2 million subscribers. Without further ado, dive on in. Say what now? Say what now? If I go into the audio. Audio? Oh, it's on speaker. Ah. Oh yeah, I forgot about. Yeah, I was watching something. Yeah. My ears. There we go.
As our story now continues, following the initial events of Raijin using
Zalama
his power to converge and merge together the multiverse alongside
That's crazy.
the demon realm, as with both Whis and Zalama having to now take a minute
Cut
and
my
gazing up
nails.
into the heavens and noticing this sudden and massive change occur was when Whis went on to then quickly respond, "Now wait a second there, Zalama, are you seeing as to what I'm seeing that is taking place up there above us?
The convergence.
The multiverse itself, as it would only appear as though something has happened, because if I had to go and assume," Whis continues, "then I would only go as far as to say that something has taken place if it wasn't already caused by the Super Dragon Balls that has now resulted in this multiversal entanglement."
That nigga got that power and wasted
With
no
Zalama
time.
responding, "I'm afraid that it would only now appear as though that the demon realm has seeped into every corner of the multiverse, tainting its essence, as the balance that we worked so hard to preserve appears to have now been completely shattered and replaced by this horrifying amalgamation," Zalama continues, "and as this is no coincidence, for this must be the work of that demon god and his dark masters, and as they have somehow gone far beyond what I ever could have expected, and as they have also somehow found a way to go and use their power to go and capture the multiverse and turning it into a vast network of darkness, but we must hurry and go and act swiftly, or else this new dark order will become irreversible, which was why I was able to now go and find them," Zalama says.
Yeah, but now they found you, look like.
"Use your powers to do as I say and open a portal into the following time chamber, Whis, for I will want to use the full extent of my power to not only reduce the Super Dragon Balls in size in order to transfer them on over into this dimension," Zalama continues, "but as I do, we will need to go on and quickly move them somewhere else, otherwise our location will be fully compromised," with Whis responding, "Right then, and so I will now go and do what I must, so tell me when and I will go and use my powers to open a single way portal into whichever time chamber you point me within, Zalama." "Good, very good, Whis, and so now use your powers and open a single way portal into time chamber room number 767B," Zalama says.
767B.
"To go and hold this position, as I will first need to break the chains that bind them together if I am able to bring them back into this world, as I will only need but a few moments to do this," as Whis went on to then quickly respond, "Yes, there, I see them, for it also doesn't appear as though those demons are anywhere in sight for them to go and get within our way either," Whis.
I mean, they have one bodyguard.
"The coast is clear, but even if that is the case and with no one in sight to stop us from having to take them back, shall we go ahead now and break these chains and pull them back now?" With with Zalama responding, yes, for if they are not being guarded, then that must mean that those Dark Masters must be preoccupied at the moment, and so we cannot afford to waste any more time than to go and make our move now, and so now let us begin by breaking those chains in which bind them, as I will need for you to go and be on standby, Whis, with Whis responding, yes, and just in case we are to go and be attacked while we do this, I will stand by your side in fighting them off if they try, for the laws in which we uphold have already been broken when they went and seized the Omni Kings anyways, as Zalama went on to then continue, thank you, Whis, and now let's go and begin with this, for this will require far more power than I had anticipated, but now then, let the chains of darkness fall upon my command so that I may retrieve my creations without any pushback, for my Super Dragon Balls shall be liberated. Steady now, as I don't want to go and crack the Super Dragon Balls in the process, and so now
don't want that. We need them.
Freed, Zalama shouts. Wonderful, and so now whatever you do under any circumstance, do not close that portal until I go and give you the word to do so, Whis. As there, for they are now fully stabilized, and so all that is left for us to go and do, Zalama says, is to now go and pull them out one by one before we are to be detected by anyone in the meantime.
Hurry up.
This will only take but a moment, and so now stand by and keep that portal open, Whis. To which it was all the while in the meantime as this was shown happening, as the Dark Masters were then shown having to make their way back inside of the
damn.
Went on to then quickly respond, good, very good, and now that everything is going exactly to our liking and according to our plan,
that nigga said yoink.
Like,
look at some oranges.
Raising our battle strength to new heights as
basketballs.
What's going on? As Giro went on to then also chime in by responding, wait, look up there. Is that what I think it is? For it's a portal, but that can't be. But how were they able to go and find the Super Dragon Balls when we made sure to keep them within a very distant location? With Toro responding, no, and with the chains that were shown binding them now broken, they are now free to be tampered with or worse. But where in the world is the Leviathan that was supposed to go and guard them?
Yeah, where the fuck is he at?
Chime in. Well, it may only appear as though he had returned back into the demon realm to go and honor and be within Lord Raijin's presence.
Never mind.
But look, the Dragon Balls, they're being taken. As all four Dark Masters then went on to then charge towards the portal, as Toro went on to then shout, oh, hurry now, for we cannot go and afford to have these little worms regain control over those orbs, no matter what the cost may be.
Yeah, about that.
Don't, Jogo went on to then quickly chime in, for we do not have an idea as to who it is that lies on the other side, as whoever this may be has already taken them from our control. No, damn it, no.
Yeah, he's not gonna like that. He's not gonna like that.
So how could we have allowed for this to go and
Raijin Sama.
Well, then what are we to go and do, Gira? Then
wasn't our fault.
Question: should we hurry and go after them, or shall we go and gather our elites and order for them to go and attack instead? As Toro went on to then respond, never mind the formality, for we must go and inform Lord Raijin that the Super Dragon Balls have been located and taken from us immediately, as we cannot afford to go and have our efforts go and be undone by them, and so we must get a move on and go back to him right now. Almost there, and yes, for we have done it, as their corruption has not taken roots, but we are far from safe, Zalama went on to then continue, and as this very location is too vulnerable for us to go and keep them here, and so we cannot go and leave them here to be exposed to further threats, for we must go on to make haste and move these Super Dragon Balls immediately, and that since we cannot we warrant an attack to go and be made, there is only but one other place that I can think of that these demons would never go and dare cross over into, Zalama continues, for their magnitude is far too great and their potential far too dangerous to be allowed to go and be used again the way they were, and because of this, I will hereby go on to transfer these on over into the Omni King's homeworld, for the demon fears the Omni King's presence, present, and because of that, their very essence alone will deter any attempt to go and breach that sacred domain, even if they are all currently bound. And so while that barrier that binds them is still active, placing the Super Dragon Balls inside of that barrier that surrounds the Omni King's palace is the only way to ensure.
But can you get them back out though?
As while that barrier that covers their world is impenetrable to all but the Omni Kings themselves, Zalama continues, even the most cunning of demons would not go and dare to approach them unless they warrant the Omni Kings in having to go and find them. And so now for the time being, our victory is fragile, as the slightest lapse in vigilance could cost us dearly if they are taken from their homeworld and back inside of another existing time chamber, Zalama continues, which is exactly why I had went and placed them where I did, because it is our only chance to ensure that nothing were to happen to them, with Whis responding, yes, but of course, now I see, so only the Omni Kings themselves would be able to go and use them if they are to spot them from within, which was exactly why
but they're naughty night.
Placed them there when you did, isn't that right, Zalama? With Zalama responding, assuming that they are okay, but that is precisely what makes this the safest place for the Super Dragon Balls in being for the time remaining, and as only the Omni Kings themselves can go and have access to them, so for the time being, while we are here, we must go and try to hurry in. But then, it was only from within that very moment now, from out of nowhere, before Zalama
they're gone, man.
as far as to finish his sentence, where Zalama's body was now beginning to go and freeze up on him, as Zalama then went on to continue. Wait a second, what is this sudden and strange feeling that I'm getting, and why do I feel as though my body is being held within its current place like this? Wait, no, could this really be on what I think that it is? For it must be. As it was only within that very moment behind Zalama, as a portal then began to open, having to pull him through, was when Zalama then went on to continue. No, for they have found us, but how were they able to go and sense our presence this quickly? Unless they must have went and followed the trail of the Super Dragon Balls, and seeing that they ended up here. Curse them, as I cannot go and allow for them to gain access to either the Super Dragon Balls or the cube that I possess.
Oh shit. He does have a cube. Oh damn.
I must for the sake of the multiverse's protection, and so I'll need to go and act fast. Whis, I need for you to go and hurry and listen to me, as there is no time for me to explain everything to you, Zalama continues, but I will need for you to go and take this configuration cube and guard it with your life, for this
with your life, Whis.
is one of 3 pieces of an ancient puzzle, as when assembled together they are but a key that unlocks a gateway into a forbidden realm that only the Omni Kings have access to, and if all 3 configuration cubes are went and gathered together and used by them, then the consequences behind their actions in having to use this will be
the Omniverse.
Zalama continues, as you cannot go and allow for this to happen, and thus whatever happens to me, this cube must not go and fall into the wrong hands, Whis, for you are the only one that I trust to go and keep it safe, as you are the only one who is also capable of protecting it from what it is that's coming, and so now hurry and take it, Zalama shouts, and so do not allow for this to go and fall within the wrong hands while I am being pulled into this unknown dimension, Zalama continues, and if something were to go and happen to me, then remember this, Whis, for the Super Dragon Balls will remain active for only 24 Earth hours after my demise, if I am to be destroyed in the meantime, and so, because of my lifeline link to the Super Dragon Balls, if we fail to go and act quickly, then their powers will fade, and as they will ultimately be turned to stone forever if we fail, and so do not let this be their end, as time is of the essence, and so if anything were to go and happen to me, then I will need for you to go and ensure that nothing happens to the Super Dragon Balls along with this configuration.
Zalama!
We must not allow for these demons to go and gain access to either of them, Zalama continues.
That's so cute.
To go and warrant the end of everything in the multiverse as we know it. And so now go and hurry back into your universe and warn the others, for we must go and find a way to go and shatter through that barrier that binds the Omni Kings, as we must go on and use the Super Dragon Balls to go and undo the damage that has already been done, Whis, and so now go and hurry and take your leave now. Oh no, Lord Zalama, please allow for me to go and help you, as we cannot risk
Nope.
having to lose you as well, and so please hang on, for I will go and gather the others and will come back for your aid, and so please try to stay with us. With Zalama having to then quickly respond, don't worry about me and just go and do what you must in order to ensure the survival of the multiverse instead. And so now go and hurry before the same thing happens to you. But then, it was only just upon with Zalama now being shown having to arrive on the other side and noticing a significant change having to occur with his body was when Zalama then went on to quickly respond, what is happening to my body? For how has my sheer size and body been reduced down to scale like this? And more importantly, what is this place, this realm, and this energy that I am sensing? For can this actually and truly be the demon realm? To which, as
dun, dun,
was
dun.
trying to turn and noticing Raijin sitting at his throne, was when Raijin went on to quickly respond, ah yes, the great creator of the all-powerful and all-infinite Super Dragon Ball Zalama.
Oh shit.
Oh, how long I've waited to finally come to meet you face to face like this, for you seem to be a bit confused by where you are, Raijin continues, and so allow for me to inform you, for I welcome you into the demon realm, where not only does your so-called divinity and influence mean nothing, but in case you were also just so happen to have been wondering as to why I have brought you here, then the answer is quite simple. For your reputation precedes you, as does your audacity to go and take the Super Dragon Balls back within your domain. But
Nigga, they're mine. I made them. The fact, of course, I'm gonna take them back. The hell, nigga, I made them. They're mine.
Tell me something, Zalama. How does it feel to be dragged into the very heart of the demon realm? Does it frighten you to know that not
nigga
even
dragged
your
you, did
divine
drag you.
magic and powers will be enough to save you from what is coming? And as you are very bold, Zalama, I will go and give you that, but boldness alone will not be enough to stand against what I have become, Raijin says. And it's because I know that it was you who had went and taken the Super Dragon Balls back and away from the hands of the Dark Masters. That's not the only thing that I'm currently aware of either, because outside of the Super Dragon Balls themselves, I know that you have one of the 3 ancient configuration cubes, and if you value what remains of your miserable existence, then I would advise for you to go and hand it over to me now, or you will suffer the consequences behind your secretive actions here against me. And while you may go on to pretend to not know what it is that I'm talking about, don't try denying it, for I can feel its connecting energy to you, Raijin says, even though it appears extremely faint, and it is still very much undeniable, as the configuration cubes are the key in completing my ultimate plan, and as you are merely just a stepping stone in having me reach the first one. And so now surrender it on over to me now, and perhaps maybe I will go on to grant you the mercy of a swift and painless end if you do. However, if you just so happen to go and choose to resist me, then I will peel the secrets from your very soul piece by piece until I have it.
I believe you.
3 configuration cubes are but a piece of a much larger puzzle that will reshape existence itself, and as you will go on to go and give it to me, whether you wish to hand over its location on over or not. And so now do not go and confuse yourself while you are here either, because you are not the only entity among the very few who had heard about the rumors of the Omniverse, Zalama. And
okay.
So where
if Zalama has one, who has the other 2? Zuno, maybe? Zuno? Okay, and if that's the case, after him, like who? Like, I get Zalama. You feel me? I get him. You know what I'm saying? I get him. Like the Grand Priest. But then he just locked his ass up though. So, damn. Who got the other? I wonder who has the other 2.
is the first of the cubes, as a shocked Zalama went on to then address Raijin by responding, it's you, the original ruler and first ever crowned god of the human realm. But
now, Zalama got that shit on.
Power that I am sensing that is coursing through you, Zalama questions. For this isn't something that I have ever felt come from a demon like you before, but how exactly is it that you know about the configuration cubes along with the rumors of the Omniverse's existence? As only the Grand Minister along with the Omni Kings are to be in the know of such secrets, and so what do you intend on doing by gathering these cubes for, Zalama continues? Because if you are looking for me to go and give you the answers as to where the first of these configuration cubes lies, then I cannot go on to tell you, for I do not know on where it is, nor do I know on what has been done with it, Zalama continues. And so now dragging me into the demon realm along with going as far as to reduce my size and stature down to your own won't help you, and that is simply because if you are truly going as far as to look for these cubes, then they are more than likely going to be in Lord Zeno's palace with them and not with me, Zalama says. But now go and tell me as to how you know about their power and what exactly
is that Zuno right there?
Going and gathering them.
Oh no, I'm tripping. Never mind. Never mind.
And what's even more alarming is what did you go on to do with the
he hit bro was sick, boy.
Went and thrown them off balance like this, with Raijin responding, "Oh, how I've longed to come face to face with the crew of the Dragon Balls."
Nigga look tough, man. Nigga look raw.
Wretched angel Merno, but now that I have acquired his strength and merged it within my own, what I intend on doing and using those configuration cubes for is none of your concerns, Zalama. For my quest to achieve the very heights of supremacy have only now brought me over into crossing paths with you, and since you appear to be playing dumb with me, I just want you to go and understand that I am not someone whom you want to go and try to play games with here either, Zalama, because without the aid of the Grand Minister or either of those Omni Kings, you are now left all alone here with no one that is coming to save you. And while I will go and carry on with the Super Dragon Balls by getting them back myself once we are done here, Raijin continues, first I want for you to go and tell me on where that configuration cube is that you are hiding from me, because I know that you have it, and even though it may not be within your persons at the moment, I can smell its scent that is radiating from your flesh, and so now where is it?
Zalama hit that nigga with the ball. Fuck you. You ain't getting shit out of me, big bro. You got hit him with that, bro. Let him know you standing on business. So you gonna kill me? Kill me.
I do not intend to have you waste my time by lying, and so you better start talking, Raijin continues upon being
I ain't saying shit.
Index finger, as since I'm already starting to go and lose my patience with you and knowing of what it is that you are trying to do here, then allow for me to go and give you a reminder of the very power that you are choosing to stand across against here, Zalama, for you are by no means in any position to be asking any questions here, because even though you were able to go and take the Super Dragon Balls away from me, and at least for the time being, it'll only be a matter of time before they are mine again, and with them, I will go on to use them to forge my own set of Super Dragon Balls, one that are outside of your ability to control. And as I will go on to take what I desire, create what I envision, and I will destroy all those who oppose me, Creator. And so now do not go on to assume that lying to me like this will pardon you from my wrath here either, Zalama. Raijin continues upon being shown dragging Zalama's body across the ground, and then since you are trying to buy as much time as you can to try and talk your way out of not giving me what I demand from you, I will not tolerate this for much longer, and so let this be but a warning to you, because while I know and understand that you are quite powerful in your own unique ways that allows for you to stand out amongst many of the rest, I also just so happen to know that you are not a fighter, Zalama. And so now do not go and try to push your luck.
My nigga ain't got them hands. Damn.
This itself will not help your cause when you
my nigga ain't got them hands, man.
Want from you instead, so that way we can go and make this far less painful for you. And so enough of these excuses, Zalama, as your pathetic attempts to stall for time only go on to further insult my intelligence. For every second that you waste will only go on to
used to force something like that, bro.
Even further, so the configuration cube, Zalama, tell me on where it is, or I will go on to tear the answers from your very essence if you don't. As whatever tricks you may go and try, and no matter what lies you attempt to throw my direction, understand that it will not save you. And that is only simply because, unlike how it was before, I will not be so foolish as to allow myself to be stopped like how I was by any of you ever again. So do not make this any worse for yourself than how it already is, and so now I will ask you once again, for now you are starting to annoy me by attempting to play dumb, Zalama. So now where is the configuration cube that I seek, Raijin questions? Because while I know for a fact that Mechi Kabura has one of them who I will soon go and pay a visit to once I am done here, I also just so happen to know for a fact that you house another, and so now you will go and tell me on where it is and hand it over to me right now. And that is simply
who he got it from.
If you don't, then I will ensure that you will go on to experience a pain the likes of which you have never experienced in your life before, Zalama. And with the fallen angel's power that is coursing through my veins alongside my own, Raijin continues, you could never hope to go and destroy me even if you tried your very best. So we could either go and do this the easy way, or I could
we could do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
It means giving me what I want, because while the super dragon
what's this gonna be, Zalama?
after the fact, first I want those
See, I came here looking for Namekian butt. Namekian butt, excuse me?
And possibly for the very last time that I do, where exactly is it that you are hiding that configuration cube? Because if I can't appear to sense it on you now, then you more than likely had done something with it, and I want to know on what it was that you went and did. With Zalama responding, you are a fool to think that you will go unchallenged throughout this search of yours, and while we may not yet be within a winning position in having us stand against you within the moment, mark my words, demon, for your time is coming, and when it does, you will only have but yourself to blame for what ends up taking place, for you will never gain access into assembling all three configuration cubes if you find them, because the very moment the Grand Minister, along with the Omni Kings, find out about what it was that you had done, then they are going to punish you in ways that will far exceed your wildest imagination, demon. And so now you can go on and try,
but they're sleeping
me on what it is that you want, but in the end, I will never relinquish the whereabouts of that configuration cube that I know of, and there is nothing that you can go and try to threaten me with that will change the outcome between us, demon. Oh, really? Is that so, Guardian? Raijin went on to then lean forward by responding. How exactly are they supposed to come and stop me when I had already made it my mission to do away with them for this exact reason? For I had only hoped that you would go as far as to recognize the futility of your defiance, but you have chosen to stand in my way instead, and for that, you hereby leave me with no other choice than to break you. Raijin continues upon being shown choking Zalama further. As one way or another, whether you like for it to happen or not, I will have those configuration cubes by the time this entire ordeal is through. And if it means that I will need to go and search every corner of every universe to go and find them, then so be
Mega
it.
Cabra has one? Where he got it from? Zuno?
You are to pay for your insolence towards me personally, as it was only right then and there now during that moment where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super Story of the Dark Masters, the official Merno sequel, manga chapter number 27 special, then comes to a close.
Well, actually, I'll go ahead and take it from here, as I do want to go.
Zalama. Look at this Giga Chad, bro. Look at that Giga Chad, bro. Baby girl. My nigga. Tuffy. Let me see. Can't see shit. Okay. My nigga got that shit on though. No cap. He got that shit on me. Yeah, Zalama. You're a real one, man. You can start them all you want. I'm about to fucking click that button. Oh my god. Oh my god. But okay. So Zalama has one. Mekikabra has one. But we don't know where he got it from. I'm gonna assume Zuno. I'm not Zuno. Zuno. I'm gonna assume Zuno. And if that's the case, who got the third one? Who has the third one? They never mentioned like another like important figure. You feel me? Thought the multiverse to have like the cube and whatnot. And low-key, even if he does have all three, what are you gonna do? Like after he accessed the Omniverse, what's gonna happen? Cause that could lead into like another manga, low-key. Cause we low-key saw it with the 18 guys destruction shit, you know. We saw that because Vegeta saw his other cells, you know what I'm saying, reaching a freaking power that he has not tapped into yet. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Oh my God, it's gonna be oof. Yeah, cause like yes. If he does get it, if he does have all three, that might lead into like the end of the manga, and then that might lead to like a new manga or some shit. I already know Alex has another manga cooking right now in the background. You know what I'm saying? Soon as this one ends. You know what I'm saying? Another one will start. Oh, probably when this is close to be ending, you're gonna drop another one. Which one will it be? I have no idea. Could it be the top 5 strongest again, part 2? Or could it be you know what I'm saying, the one I want, the 18 gods? Who knows? But anyway, I'm yapping. Thank you for watching. You guys enjoyed this reaction. Hit the video up with a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Go to 3K. Subscribe, man. Follow you on Patreon, Twitch, and the game channel. Link in the description down below. Type beat, subscribe to our boy Alex. Get him to 2 million subscribers. But further, see. That's how I know. I just woke up and my brain not really all the way there. Type beat. But anyway, love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.